All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to DuePoint. Welcome to everyone around the country who's tuned in to our live broadcast. My name is Rob. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. I'm going to be spending the next, let's say, 45 to 60 minutes, you never know how I feel, going through our business. So you're going to find out who DuePoint is, what we're all about, what the business opportunity is all about. And after the presentation, if you have any questions, you're welcome to come speak to me and ask me anything that is on your mind. Okay, so let's begin. As you can see, DuePoint is a division of another company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. Constantia is a registered insurance company. That's their branding that they use, that little orange logo. That's their building in the background. They're just down the road from us here in Randburg. The financial services provider license number that we use is that one over there. That's very important. You'll notice in the foyer we've got all the certificates up on the wall. You can go take a look at those. Those are also on our website. Those are our Financial Services Board licenses. So that is our stamp of credibility. If you were worried about this business, I hope we allay any of that fear, because we are a very regulated business. We've been around for 70 years, so we were founded in 1952. Been around for a very long time. So please make sure that you trust the business that we're speaking about today, because if you don't make that initial step, then the rest of the presentation is pointless, right? So if you're still worried, oh, this business is a scheme, I promise you it's not a scheme. You can go do we can do as many background checks as you need, but please make sure that you at least trust the business that we're speaking about. The executives and managers are these individuals up on screen. So the first three people are registered chartered accountants, so CAs in South Africa. The first person on the far left is Mr. Brendan Benfield. He is our senior executive. He heads up DuePoint. He's got a lot of experience in financial services, particularly in insurance, because he's grown up only knowing insurance. His father's been involved in insurance his entire life, and his father's had a lot of success in the insurance space. Dr. Brian Benfield founded Clientele Life. He founded the IFA all those many years ago, and he moved on. Brendan and his brother Stuart followed in their father's footsteps. They're both CAs. They both got involved in the insurance industry, and they went on to found a business down the road called Prime Meridian Direct, or PMD. PMD is almost 10 years old. They're the fourth biggest short-term insurer in the country already. So you can see we've got some wonderful financial pedigree in the Benfields who are heading up this business, and then we've got Tim and Stacey. They look after all our accounting, the auditing, the financial requirements in our business, fairly important. And then myself and Jane, we're the non-accountants in the business. Jane is very experienced in network marketing or referral marketing, and that's important to us as a business. It's actually fundamental to us as a business, because even though we're an insurance company, our growth in South Africa is determined by our ability to work in the network marketing space. And Jane brings international experience. She's from the UK. She's been doing network marketing for a very long time. She brings that very important experience to our team. And then myself, I've been working in advertising for over 20 years, so pretty much all my working career. I ran my own digital agency for about 15 years before I exited that business. And we also operated quite heavily in the financial services space. So we did a lot of work for the banks in South Africa, especially Investec. So if you look around you, I pretty much took care of all the branding, the website, the app, all the technical, the digital aspects. We've just launched our Facebook page, so I headed that up. So I'm not as important as the accountants, but I have some value to the business. So that's our team. We've got our client service team. We've got some admin staff. The mandate, so the focus of everybody here at DuePoint, as staff of DuePoint, is to support the people that join us, right? That's our number one consideration at DuePoint. We want to see you successful. We want to see you profitable, because it serves our own interests at the same time. As a business, we can only be profitable if the people that we're depending on, the people that we collaborate with, are also being successful. And so everything that we do, the time that we spend, the planning that we do going forward, the technology that we spend a fortune on, is all geared to support you in being successful here at DuePoint. Okay, so that's a little bit of background on us and the business. Very quickly, this is our most negative slide. So some people say, Rob, you mustn't put a negative slide in the presentation. But very quickly, we're going to talk about our circumstance here in South Africa, right? Because it's not good. We are here at a presentation in Bryanston, or we've tuned in on the live stream because we're looking for something else. We need something else. We need something extra, because the economy and our salaries and traditional employment are failing the majority of us. And this presentation is about changing that circumstance. We don't want to be at the mercy of the economy. We don't want to be at the mercy of the debt that we find ourselves in that we can't get out of. The rising cost of living. I mean, groceries are they're skyrocketing. Have you ever gone into the grocery store and just thought this is absolutely ridiculous, right? It seems like the prices just go up every single week. Travel now is going up. I mean, in the last 2 months, petrol's gone up 2 rand a litre almost, right? We're tired of it. We're tired of it. We need to start taking control over our income ourselves, right? We have to take accountability and responsibility for it. And this business is the opportunity. It is the vehicle to do that. Out of all of this negativity, Constantia as a business saw the opportunity to create a division called DuePoint, and we launched what we call the DuePoint system just over 2 years ago. So in 2016, in February, we launched the DuePoint system for the first time, and we have aspirations in mind. We're not just trying to put money into people's hands. We want to change the way people think about money, because what this business is about wealth creation, right? And so our first aspiration, even before creating wealth, is to educate people around getting rid of their debt as quickly as possible. Because everyone in this room, put your hand up if you want to be wealthy. If you want other people to point at you and go, that person's wealthy, or your family members to go, that person's wealthy, right? We all want to be wealthy. Can you become wealthy if you owe other people money? No, you can't, right? You have to get rid of that debt as quickly as possible. It serves, getting rid of paying your debt or faster actually serves the same function as investing money. Did you know that? Because by paying your debt or faster, you reduce your interest charges. And if you're doing that, you're saving yourself money. I'll show it to you. I'll illustrate an example for you shortly, right? And then the second aspiration is to create wealth. The third aspiration is just to be happier. We want people in this business to arrive at this business with a smile on their faces. We don't want you to be grumpy. I know, we get grumpy. We can very easily get grumpy. Watch Carte Blanche, listen to 702, read those SMSs at the end of the month that say debit orders. How many debit orders SMSs are you getting from your bank at the end of the month? Too many, right? If you are wealthy, if you don't have any debt, you won't be getting any SMSs. Your salary will get paid into your bank account at the end of the month, and then a little bit later in the month, you'll get an SMS from DuePoint saying we've paid your return into your bank account, and that's it. Those are the only 2 SMSs you'll get from the bank, right? What happens at the end of the month when the bank starts knocking on your phone 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, debit orders, right? We want to get rid of those. Ultimately, we want our wealth engineers in this business to be happier. That's it. So those are the aspirations in our business. How does this business work? Our guests here this morning, you have the opportunity to join DuePoint, to join this team, to run onto this field and play this game that we call DuePoint. It is a simple game, because when you join DuePoint, we'll refer to you as wealth engineers. You'll enter into a contract with us. It's not a fixed contract. It's a month-to-month contract. So you can escape us anytime if you need to. That's how confident we are in our business. We don't lock anyone into this business. You can come and go as you like. But when you join DuePoint, you become a wealth engineer. And as a wealth engineer, you do one single thing, and that is what we call building channels of distribution. I'll show you what a channel of distribution looks like, but it is basically you going out, speaking to other people, and connecting them to DuePoint. That's all you have to do. You're basically just referring people to DuePoint, right? And if you are successful in that process, there is some wonderful benefit waiting for you. Number one is you get to create additional income, an extra paycheck at the end of the month, right? Who would love 2 paychecks every month? Shush, put my leg up for a 3rd paycheck. Right? That's a wonderful thing. So you get to create additional income. What's very important is to note what the type of income is that we produce here. This is something that separates us from a lot of other opportunities in businesses, is that DuePoint can create recurring income. Recurring income is actually something that's inherent to insurance companies. So we have something called a book value. A book value is kind of the list of all the clients that we have that we debit every single month. And that book value has intrinsic value that tells us that we can predict how much money we're going to earn next month. We can do business this month that will pay us potentially for the next 10 years, right? That's recurring income. You get to share in that recurring income. It is the opposite of earning a salary. Earning a salary is what we call active income. You have to be active constantly. You've got to work for every single cent that you earn in a salary. If you don't go to work for the next 6 months, do you earn anything? Will your boss pay you anything if you don't go to work for 6 months? No chance. At DuePoint, there are people that have quit the business, right? So they're not building, they're still earning. That is because of recurring income, right? It is powerful. We have harnessed the power of duplication. The power of duplication is something that I refer to as leverage. Leverage is the ability to multiply yourself or to duplicate yourself, to duplicate your effort in this business. Because when you go out and you connect other people, we will reward you for the other people that you bring into the business for their effort. So if you bring 10 people that are working as hard as you, you've just duplicated yourself 10 times because you're getting paid for 10 people's effort. Right? Leverage, another wonderful benefit. The business is flexi time. You can do this business any time of the day, anywhere in this country because of the technology that we've got. We had a wonderful wealth engineer who's been quite successful here at DuePoint. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen him for a long time. But he's still working. We can see on our reports that he's working, and he popped in to give us a visit on Friday at about 4:30 in the afternoon. He said, I've been so busy. His work has been sending him up into Africa. He says, but you know what? The beautiful thing about DuePoint is that I can do it even while I'm out in the field. I can do business. Doesn't matter where I am. I can do business with DuePoint, right? It doesn't affect him that he's not here at head office, right? We can do this business anywhere and any time. There's no startup capital in our business. We have specifically designed this business to be as low risk as possible. Low risk as possible. When I see these other schemes, it blows my mind, right? We saw another article again about this BTC Global. It is shocking. 1 billion rand gone. 28,000 investors in South Africa. And you know what? Those same people that started that business were here trying to recruit people in our offices a year ago. Brazen. People have lost fortunes. They were promising people 2% interest a day. That doesn't exist, guys. It doesn't exist. If that was true, I would go sell my house, my car, and my motorbike, and my second child, and invest it into BTC Global. Yet people do it. They do it. They believe it. 2% a day. That's wonderful. Let me go get a loan from the bank. And a year later, they come and tell everybody, oh no, the trader that was trading our money's disappeared. We can't find him. And he's taken all the money. 1 billion rand gone, and now the Hawks are investigating those people. Guys, we are not one of these businesses. We have specifically designed this business to be as low risk as possible so that people can really access the opportunity that we're offering here at DuePoint. We don't have starter kits and starter packs. We don't ask you for any fortune. We don't ask you to go get a loan. And we don't make these crazy claims about being rich within a week or a month. Right? We want people to be able to access this business. At the same time, we don't care about your qualifications or experience. You can have matric or not matric. You can have a degree. You don't have to have a degree. You can have work experience. You can have zero work experience. You can come fresh out of high school and do this business. We only care about work ethic. You get to build an asset. Now, this is very important. This is probably one of the most important benefits on the slide. You build an asset, so this channel of distribution that you're building, you have ownership over it. You have legal tender over this channel of distribution. What does that mean? It means you can sell your channel of distribution to someone else, right? For whatever reason. Some people have strange reasons. You can sell it. You can seed it onto your beneficiaries. This business will still have value once you die because it's seen as an asset, right? If you've got a channel of distribution that's paying you out 10,000 rand a month, when you die, that 10,000 rand a month doesn't disappear. It gets seeded onto your beneficiaries. You can give it to your wife, to your husband, to your children. Who would like to pass wealth on to the next generation? Right? Legacy. That's called legacy. When your grandchildren look at your photo on the mantelpiece with fondness instead of saying, nah, that's the one who left us with debt. You don't want that, right? You want to pass positive legacy onto your children, onto your grandchildren. You can do that only through assets. Your channel of distribution is an asset. There's no selling involved in our business, so we actually contract you out of selling from a regulatory point of view. So the Financial Services Board says, these people that are coming into your business to help collaborate, build your business, they're not allowed to speak about products. Everyone went, yay! We hate selling product. Who loves to sell products on the weekends? Right? Some people do. Some people have been successful at it. Right? It's a small percentage of people who are good at selling. But for the majority of us, we don't like to sell because we don't feel like we're good at it. We don't like to convince people of stuff. In this business, the only thing you're going to be doing is connecting people to DuePoint. Connecting people to DuePoint. What does that look like? That's me coming up to a group of people and saying, guys, I know times are tough, but I have found a business opportunity that can pay you out recurring income. It's with a very reputable business. These guys are listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange. They're regulated. They're nearly 70 years old. You can help refer people to them and they'll pay you a recurring income. That'll pay you beyond retirement. It'll even pay you beyond death. That's all you're going to be doing. You don't have to speak about our products, and you're certainly not going to be selling any of our products. Right? So we make the products as convenient as possible because we have financial products. That's why I said we don't have boxes of product that you have to buy. Who's got boxes of product at home that's expired that they can't even sell now? Right? Everybody. Everybody. We've tried these things in the past. There's nothing wrong with that. All right? So those are the benefits. Your success at DuePoint is certainly dependent on your ability to build this channel of distribution. This channel of distribution is built on you connecting people. As I said, if you are successful at connecting people, so that group of people that I said to, we've got this opportunity. Some of them said, no, I'm not interested, but some of them said, yes, I am interested. And then I showed them an intro presentation, like the one you're sitting in now. And after the intro presentation, they said, yes, I want to be a wealth engineer too. I want to change my circumstance. And they became wealth engineers, and they took out one of our products. That is the beginning of your channel of distribution. In this example, this is just an example, he has 5 people that joined because of your effort in connecting people successfully. From that point on, these 5 people are going to go out and start doing the same thing as you. And not all of them will. Some of them want to be wealth engineers, they join, they don't do anything, right? Like this lazy one here. But the others, right, the others will go out and do the same thing you're doing. And that is the power duplication. Your business now takes on a life of its own. You will have growth in your channel, whether you like it or not, because the moment you introduce people, it's now out of your hands to a degree, right? And this is what your channel can look like after a certain amount of time. You can go watch some of our videos. We've shown actual real-life channel examples of how channels have exploded. We had one lady, she's becoming infamous at DuePoint because she joined really I think in the first month that we launched the business. She was around for about 4 or 5 months. She had wonderful success. I think within the first 4 months, she was earning 5,000 Rand a month. We even had her up on stage. She was telling everyone how wonderful the business was. And then she left. She went to go join some other business, and she left. Right? Do you know how big her business is today? She's got 7,300 people in her channel. She doesn't even know about it. She's somewhere selling holidays. Right? This is power of duplication. This is leverage. What you have to be aware of is these 5 people that you brought into the business originally. Make sure these are quality people. When I say quality, I don't mean they're good quality people like a good quality chocolate. I mean they are people that aren't a burden to your business. You get people that will empower your business and people that will be a burden to your business. People that are a burden to your business, they don't have the money to be DuePoint wealth engineers, right? Because you're going to have to spend a little bit more on data, you're going to be traveling around a bit, you're going to be spending time. You want to find people that have the resources to thrive as DuePoint wealth engineers. People like yourself, people peer level, right? You might be working with these people for the next 30 years. You need to like them. So go out and find the best people that you can, because that behavior will filter into the rest of your channel. And you want to build a strong channel, a sustainable channel. If you bring the weak and desperate people in at the beginning, that same behavior will filter through to your channel, and your channel will collapse every other month. Right? So that's my tip in building a channel. That's what a channel looks like. That is the power duplication happening there. My disclaimer to everybody, and we've gone over this a little bit, so I won't elaborate too much. My disclaimer is we're not one of those businesses. There's nothing wrong with people coming to this business and thinking, oh, I've been invited to another one of these presentations, right? But I hope I allayed your fear in the beginning. We are not another one of those businesses. One of the biggest tasks that we've tasked ourselves with here at DuePoint is to remove the stigma from network marketing. That is a big task, because some people look at network marketing and they go, no, they paint us with the same brush they painted all the businesses that have come before us. We want to remove that stigma. I hope when you walked into our building, or if you've seen video of our offices, you'll know we're not an average network marketing business. We deem this business opportunity to be one of the best in the world. We had an Australian guy come visit us last week. He walked into the business, right? He's a professional network marketer. He assists network marketing businesses around the world to start up, or his team's called Reignite. He's got a company called Reignite. So he deals with hundreds of different network marketing businesses. When he walked into our offices, he said, I've never seen a business like this before. When he saw our app, the technology that we had in place, the way we talk, he said, I've never seen a business like this. Around the world, he hasn't. This is a very unique opportunity. Do not make the mistake of labeling us one of those businesses. We're not. You will miss the opportunity if you jump to that assumption. At the same time, as I said before, Brendan and myself will never promise you success quickly or easily. It doesn't exist, right? But this puts us in a bit of a juxtaposition, because I often ask the audience, who wants to be part of the get-rich-slow scheme? No one? 2 people. The rest of you want to be part of the get-rich-quick scheme. No! BTC Global was the get-rich-quick scheme. What happened? Get that out of your mind. You have to get that out of your mind. If you do not start thinking differently about entrepreneurship, I promise you, you're going to run into the same desperate problem every single time you look at a business opportunity. You need to free yourself of that expectation. If you can jump onto the train where you go, right, this train leads to wealth, but it is a slow train, but it's a steady train, and this train requires work. If you can get onto that train, wealth is waiting for you. Why be so desperate that you want to be a millionaire in a year? I'm 40. 20 years I'm still working. I thought I was going to be a millionaire in my 20s. It didn't turn out. Now I had children. Now I'm definitely not going to be a millionaire, right? I've got 2 financial burdens at home running around. They think they're the boss. Get onto the slow train, guys. If it takes 5 years, is 5 years really short time to become wealthy? It isn't. We've been trying our whole lives to get there. Why not work on something for 5 years? So that's my warning to you. This is our disclaimer slide. I'm going to go over our products. We've got 3 financial products at DuePoint, right, that I ask you to consider. You can consider taking out 1 product, 2 products, or all 3 products. It's a personal decision that you're going to be making. Our first product is called Access Wealth. It's going to cost you 324 Rand a month. This is an investment product, because of the 324 Rand a month that you pay, 100 Rand will get invested into a tax-free investment fund that sits with Sanlam. Right, so you're going to be creating that 100 Rand investment every single month. On top of that, we give you 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. So if you have this investment in place, you're killed in a car accident, for example, or crime, or you fell off a ladder, or whatever it is, we will pay out your beneficiaries 120,000 Rand. DuePoint, since inception, has paid out 100% of our claims. Right? So note that. So this is our investment product. 324 Rand a month is called Access Wealth. The second product is called Wealth Guard. Wealth Guard is going to cost you 249 Rand a month. But this time you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Right? There's no investment. This is strictly insurance. 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Note I say personal accident cover, not funeral cover, not life insurance, because it's not those. This product covers you in the event of death through accident, not illness, not natural causes. You might be thinking, well, that's not great. Let me tell you what's great about this product. We can offer this product to anyone over the age of 18. We don't discriminate against your age. We don't discriminate against your health. You try get life insurance somewhere else, and you tell them you're 40 and you've got diabetes, or you've got a heart problem, or you've got cancer in your family, your premium just goes up, 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 up. Every time you say something, up. Every time you tick a box on the form, up, 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 up. Eventually you go, okay, I don't want life insurance. Right? The beauty of Wealth Guard, we can offer this product to anyone. You can be 80, you can have cancer, you can take this product out, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. So that's Wealth Guard. The third product is Wealth Points. Wealth Points is trying to reduce your cost of living expenses. Right? So if you look at those number of suppliers, so we've got about 10, 11, 12 suppliers there. We've gone to those suppliers and negotiated discounts with them for our Wealth Points members. This product costs you 299 Rand a month. You get to enjoy discounts if you spend money every month with these people. So we've covered everything. We've covered data because we know people spend money on data every month. We've got groceries. We know people spend money on groceries. We've got hotels and restaurants. We know people go out and eat at restaurants. We've got car manufacturers. So on the odd occasion that you want to buy a car, you know you're going to get the biggest discount that you can get from the car manufacturers, right? So take a look at this product. If you're looking at immediate benefit, this is a great product to have. So these are the 3 products. If you have any questions around the products, come speak to me. Always remember, the benefit of the product that we have doesn't come close to the benefit of the business opportunity. I'm going to say that again. The benefits of our products do not come close to the benefits of the business opportunity, right? So just think about that. A lot of people get fixated on the product. They want to know by all means, you need to know everything about the product, but don't lose sight of the business opportunity that we're speaking about. That's why we speak about the products for 5 minutes and about the business opportunity for 40 minutes. All right, so those are 3 products. Very quickly, what separates us from other businesses? How does our business model work? We basically don't spend a cent on marketing and advertising. Typical companies like Prime Meridian down the road, they spend a fortune on advertising every single day. That's how most insurance companies do their marketing. DuePoint doesn't do any marketing. We don't spend a cent on advertising, right? We can take that money and give it to our wealth engineers. So instead of spending the billions that the insurance industry spends every single year on marketing, we can take that portion of our budget and give it to our wealth engineers for the work that you do in connecting people to this business and helping us grow our business here in South Africa, right? We pay it to you in the form of a return at the end of every single month. So that's the recurring income. We call it the returns program, right? Because you're earning a return every single month. We pay out a base return fee of 27.50 Rand for every product that you have in your channel. Remember the slide with all the dots on? Those were products. Imagine getting paid 27.50 Rand for every single dot that you saw on the slide. Imagine that lady that was getting paid 27.50 Rand for 7,300 products in her business, right? But the payment depends on where the product lies in your channel. So look at the table. On point 1, we pay you 55 Rand for every product. So those are the people that you personally introduced, and then your channel starts to grow to the second point. And on the second point again, you get paid double the 27.50 Rand, right? We reward you more because this is where you have the most influence, right? And as you start, influence starts to drop off and your channel starts to grow and grow, the multiplier starts to reduce all the way down to 4%. By point 8. At point 8, we don't stop you there. You will carry on earning 4% from point 8 outwards, in theory, into infinity, because we have no limitation on how big your channel can get at DuePoint. There is no limitation on how much money you can earn at DuePoint. The onus always falls squarely on your shoulders. On your shoulders. You want a bigger channel? Get involved every day, right? You will have a bigger channel, whether you like it or not. So that's the mechanics of our returns. I think it's a fairly straightforward principle. Very often we get asked the question, well, how much do people earn in this business, right? You look at the 55 Rand and you're like, but how much do people earn? How soon can I be a millionaire in this business? Because I lost my money at BTC Global. I need to recover. How much money can I earn here at DuePoint? So what we did was we built a projection. We built a 5-year plan for people to understand how quickly they can earn money at DuePoint. It is based on a premise, right? An assumption. The assumption is in your first month, you can bring 3 people into the business. Not 5 like we saw on the slides, just 3. And then every month thereafter, you keep working and you bring 2 every month. So it's only 3 in the first month so that you get qualified and start earning. Then 2 in June, 2 in July, 2 in August, 2 in September, 2 in October. Keep bringing 2 people. 1 person every 2 weeks. If you can do that, after 6 months, you'll be earning 2,500 Rand a month. 2,500 Rand a month, 30,000 a year, right? But most people, like me, you look at 2,500 Rand, you say 6 months of work for 2,500 Rand. That doesn't sound like a lot. I think my time is worth more. But what I've realized over time was that I constantly make the mistake of thinking like a consumer. A consumer, right? This is why I have my problems that I have, because I think like a consumer too much. I want to gather stuff. I'm supposed to be a hunter. The men are supposed to be hunters. The women are supposed to be gatherers, but I'm thinking like a woman. I want to gather stuff. Cars, motorbikes, nice things, right? gets us into trouble, because very easily I can spend 2,500 rand like that. I already know what I want. I want these new wireless headphones. You know, the wireless ones, no wires. 2,500 rand. Quick, I've got a whole list for you. 10,000 rand. I don't know what to spend 10,000 rand on. 50,000 rand. I want a new bicycle. 50,000 rand. Motorbike. Oh, there's a nice new motorbike for 145,000 rand. I've got a long list that I try not to look at. Right? If you're an investor, if you're someone who's focused on building wealth, do you look at the 2,500 rand and go, how can I spend it? Or do you look at it and go, how can I make that 2,500 rand work for me? How can I put it to use? How can I leverage the 2,500 rand to even more benefit than the 2,500 rand represents? By paying your debt off faster. Here's someone with R1 million debt. So now we've got a nice example. R1 million debt in the form of a bond, right? So you go to the bank, you say, I don't have money to buy the house, but I'm earning a salary, I've got a good credit record. The bank says, okay, we'll give you the R1 million. Sign the contract to pay us back over the next 20 years at prime plus 2. Prime plus 2 is going to cost you about 11,500 rand a month for 20 years. I'm 40 today, I'm going to pay that house off when I'm 60. My last 11,500 rand installment. But I joined DuePoint, and 6 months later, I'm earning that little 2,500 rand. Instead of buying those wireless headphones, I decide to do a very boring thing, listen to Rob, and pay my debt off faster. So now I put 2,500 rand as an additional payment into my bond. Now I'm paying my bond, instead of paying 11,500, I'm paying about 14,000. What's the benefit to me? What's the benefit to pay my house off faster? I'll show you, because that little 20% extra in your bond has just reduced your bond term from 20 years to nearly half. 11 and a half years. I'll be 51 when I pay my house off instead of 60. I've just saved myself in finance, in interest charges. I've just saved myself nearly 1 million rand. And that's just getting started. At month 12, you're earning nearly 9,000 rand a month. That's in excess of 100,000 rand annually. Who would like a 100,000 rand check every year? Once a year. I usually say just before Christmas, but before Christmas you feel like you're rich. Let's say after Christmas. After Christmas, after New Year, you come to DuePoint's office and we give you a 100,000 rand check. At end of January, that's when you're suffering the most. Everyone's eating cream crackers and pop. That's all you can afford. 100,000 rand check every single year. Not once off. I'm talking every single year you get 100,000 rand. That is in 12 months. Who's got a plan of where they're going to be in 12 months from today? I bet you no one's got a plan. But from today, you're going to have a plan. From today, you've got a new plan. Because in 12 months' time, you can be earning nearly 10,000 a month. Right? After 2 years, in 24 months, you're earning nearly 30,000 a month. See how quickly that jumped? In a single year, you didn't have to work extra. You're still working the same. You're still only bringing 2 people a month. But because of the power of duplication and leverage and your channel building, your return has nearly tripled. Right? You keep going, in month 36, you're earning nearly 50,000 rand a month. Year 4, 48 months. You're now close to 70,000 a month. Tell me when you think I'm talking get-rich-quick schemes here. At month 60, you're almost at R1 million in annual recurring income. What would your family think of you if you came home every January with a R1 million check over and above your salary? Now, this is the beauty. Because everyone in this room has got a particular station in life, right? And we have a belief system based on our experience. So you might have gone through school, you might have left school early, you might have got to matric, you might not have a matric, you might have a good job, bad job, you might have gone on to have a degree. Everyone has got a particular station. You are being dictated to by the system of what you can earn and where you're going to get to in life. Right? Every single one of us. Now there's a guy on stage saying that you can earn R1 million extra a year. What does that do to your belief system? Are you inspired by it, or do you think he's lying to me? Because that says a lot about your own belief system in yourself. If you've decided, I can't really get more than this, you have to change that belief system. And you can change the belief system. You have to start telling yourself otherwise. That's how you change a belief system. A belief system is not set in concrete. Start changing it. Say, yes, okay, let me do this. R1 million every year by year 5 at DuePoint. We've got people that are already on their way there in half the time. In half the time. This is the average example. We've got people that join this business, they become wealth engineers and they don't do anything, like that one little dot on the slide. Remember? Became a wealth engineer, wanted to change their lives, didn't do anything. They're people like that. What can you do? We've got people that follow 3 plus 2 closely, right? And we've got people that exceed 3 plus 2. We've got people doing 10 people a month on average. You get to decide how much you want to do every month. Because we've got thousands of people joining this business all the time. And we bring them up onto stage so they can share their experience with the people here. Here's Lynette Bodnell. She's been in the business for 2 years. Sure, she has had ups and downs. She had an amazing 2016. She had a terrible 2017, not because she wasn't working, just because who knows, right? It was just unfortunate. That is business. That is true business, right? The ups and downs. The value of a channel sitting at 16,000 Rand a month. She's got 19 first pointers that she brought onto her business. So she's got 19 people she introduced to the business, but her channel size is sitting at 2,200 products in her channel. Do you see the leverage? She's already earned 100,000 Rand from DuePoint as her flexi-time business. The thing to take away from her testimony is that during 2017, she didn't quit. She became more determined. That is the difference between successful and failed entrepreneurs, is whether you give up or not. Yeah, we've got Siyabonga. He's from KZN, been in the business for 15 months, value of the channel sitting at nearly 10,000 Rand a month. He's earned nearly 100,000 Rand. He's brought in 36 first pointers, and his channel size sitting at 307. Do you see the leverage, the power duplication? Here's Patrick and Pumi. They joined 2 years ago. They're just up the road here in 4 ways. Their average return, so if we take all the money that we've paid them and divide it by 27, the average return has been 32,000 Rand from day one, every single month for 27 months. In April alone, so this is last month. Last month in April, they had 708 people join their business in the space of 30 days. On the first day of every month. So we run debit orders from the first day of the month to the last day of the month, right? So for 30 days, we run debit orders every single day. On the first day of the month, we are already debiting 1,200 people in their business. That's in a single day of the month. They have a massive channel. They're averaging 406 every month. That's on average from 0 on the first month. They've brought in, so if you want to look at the personal work that they've done, you always look at first pointers, because first pointers is personal work. They've personally introduced 234 people into their business in the space of 27 months. You want to talk working hard? So if you want to look at that end of the spectrum, if you want to go, right, I'm not here to do average, I'm not an average person, I've got time on my hands, I'm going to put in 100% into this business. That's what it looks like. 10 people a month on average. Can you do that? I can tell you right now, you can kiss your Sunday goodbye. Sunday is for DuePoint. That's the decision they've made. They are 100% committed into this business. Is it easy? No. It's exactly the same for everybody, because they're not going to a bunch of people that they know are going to say yes. They go to the same people that we're all going to. And some people say to them, no, it's a scheme. Some people say, no, I don't have time. Some people say, no, I don't want to do that business. So they need to speak to 20, 30 people every month just to get 10 to say yes. They are just doing more work, right? So that's what it looks like. Like I said, thousands of people joining this business every single month, but you guys get to decide what you want. If you are happy just getting to 2,500 Rand and sitting there, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a personal decision you make. I don't begrudge you for that. If you want to be one of the people that get to 100,000 Rand a month, or like Lynette wants to get to 200,000 Rand a month before she's happy. That's a belief system that you want to adopt. 200,000 a month. Think how your life changes when you're earning 200,000 Rand a month. And you've got to give the tax man how much? 80. That's going to hurt. Right? When you're giving the tax man more every month than you earn at your day job. But where does that take you? How liberating is that? So what is the decision that we need to make today? What is the decision? Who wants to be a millionaire? Imagine when they say, that guy's a millionaire. Who wants to be a millionaire? Everyone, right? Is the decision, do I want to be a millionaire? Is that the decision today? No. That's not the decision. Because everyone wants to be a millionaire. I know everyone wants to be a millionaire. I didn't even have to ask the question. The question is, have you thought in your mind how you're going to fit DuePoint into your life? Who's actually thought about that yet? Is it Sundays? Am I going to do it lunchtime during the week? Maybe I can give the kids up for adoption, then I'll have more time. Have you thought realistically about how you can fit this business in? Because that's how you get to being a millionaire. Just the desire of being a millionaire is not a decision. That's just a desire. The decision every day is, am I speaking to people every day? We make getting started very easy. You'll be a wealth engineer in 7 minutes. After this presentation is done, you can sign up. 7 minutes later, you'll be a wealth engineer. You now have a channel of your own. You can start building a business by the 8th minute. Read our code of conduct. That's important. You don't want to get kicked out the business because you did something naughty. And start applying yourself to this new business that you've adopted, right? There is training. Don't make the mistake of assuming this business is like another business you've done. It is not. Go look at the training. We've got so much training, and there's so much knowledge in there, right? If you're willing to learn, you can skip all the mistakes the rest of us made. Go watch the training. Set goals for yourself. You cannot give yourself strategy, a plan, or direction if you don't have a goal. Lots of goals. You can set multiple goals. You can have a 1-month goal, a 3-month goal, a 5-month goal, a 10-month goal, a 1-year goal, a 5-year goal, and a 20-year goal, right? Set those goals up. Start talking to people. That is this business. This business is talking to people, connecting them to DuePoint. Like I said earlier, guys, I've got a wonderful business opportunity. Some will say no, some will say yes. You'll show the people that said yes an intro presentation. They'll decide if they want to become or not. That's all you have to do. We do most of the work. Right? I'm up here 7 times a week doing this. I'll do that work for you. You just bring me the people. Right? Put them in front of the camera or behind the camera. Show them the intro. That's as simple as this business is. Get merchandise. The merchandise will again empower your business to grow faster. Get business cards, because this business, when you're connecting people, is always about credibility. Your most difficult task when you connect people is to get them to trust you. Do you know that? Do you know that sales is all about trust? It's all about trust. You have to get that person to trust you. Business cards is part of that picture. If you have business cards, I promise you, your credibility jumps up a couple of notches. The way you dress, the way you speak, the way you approach people, when you get back to them, when you say you do, all of those things build up credibility. And the more credibility you have, the more trust that person will have in you, and they'll come look at a presentation because they trust you. So get the merchandise. It's on display in the merchandise cabinet. You can order it from anywhere in the country. We'll send it to you. The pricing's on the counter. Make sure you consider it. And join our Facebook page. How many people on Facebook here? How many people? Right? Only about half. Okay. No, that's good. Like our Facebook page. We are producing content every single day. Right? These are tidbits of information that will empower your channel building again. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll tell you every time that camera gets turned on. Every time that camera gets turned on is an opportunity to build this business. Download the mobile app. If you have a smartphone, make sure that mobile app is on your phone as soon as you become a wealth engineer, because it tells you everything that's happening in your business in real time. We got Teamworks. So straight after this presentation, we have something that's called a Teamworks meeting. A Teamworks meeting is when I sit down with everybody and we talk about business. You can ask me anything. You can complain about anything. Right? You can suggest things. We will have dialogue about this business. Again, why? So that I can empower you to build your channels more effectively and faster. It starts at 11:30. So make sure if you're signing people up after this, you do it quickly. and get yourself and them back into the teamworks that we have, right? So that happens from 11:30 to 12:15. It's 45 minutes, fairly quick. We've got regular Wednesday evening presentations now. So in the past we didn't, now we do. Onto our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program is the cherry on top here at DuePoint. When you have success building this business and you're an active, engaged wealth engineer, there are some wonderful rewards waiting for you. When you join this business, you will be a rank 0 wealth engineer. Rank 0, right? And when you start building your business, so here, you need 4 products in your qualified channel. You need 1,000 XP. That's the stuff that you earn by being an active wealth engineer. If you meet those 2 criteria, you become rank 1 and you get an extra 55 Rand on top of your, what is it? It'll be 220 Rand. So 55 Rand on top, right? So it's on top of the returns every single month. And as your channel starts to grow and grow and grow and grow, and you're earning more XP and more XP and more XP, you will rank up. And there are bigger rewards waiting for you. There's a 20,000 Rand check, a 50,000 Rand check on top of your recurring income. Like when you get to this stage here, rank 8, you're probably earning about 20,000 Rand already. That's 40,000 Rand that you'll get at the end of that month that you rank up to rank 8. We give tools to our wealth engineers to, again, empower their channel growing businesses. Right, so at rank 5, we give you these little memory sticks. They've got all our intro videos on there, training, all kinds of things. But the beauty of those little devices is that they plug into anything. Phones, tablets, computers, laptops, TVs even. You can show the intro presentation. Doesn't matter what device you have around you. At rank 7, you want to talk about credible business cards. So those business cards that you can buy from our merchandise cabinet are nice. But when you get to rank 7, you get business cards that cost us 12,500 Rand to manufacture a single set. How much do normal business cards cost on the side of the road here? 300 Rand, what? 400 Rand for 500? These cost 12,500 Rand for one set. You might be thinking, Rob, are you crazy to spend that money on business cards? Rather give me the money, I've got some stuff I want to buy. No! I don't want you to buy stuff. I want to empower your business. I want you to become wealthier sooner. Because when you put a 12,500 Rand business card on the table, your credibility jumps 100 points. People look at that business card. Go ask, Donnie's got business cards. Go ask Donnie to see his business card. He might let you touch it if you're lucky, but you're definitely not going to keep it. Right? They are too valuable to give to other wealth engineers. Go look at it. The business card will blow you away. People that you show that business card to will get blown away. They'll say, jeepers, how do you get a business card like this? What's DuePoint all about? Opportunity, always opportunity. At rank 9, we take you and your husband or wife and your 2 favorite children to our rank 9 international conference every single year for the rest of your life. We pick you up, black Mercedes-Benz, at your front door. Your family gets in, you make sure you've got your passports, you can leave your wallet at home. We take you to the airport, you get escorted to the business class lounge. You eat all the food in the business class lounge. We then take you down the ramp, first in front of everybody, to business class seats on the plane. Your family gets settled nicely in business class. All the poor economy class people walk past you so that they can see how the rich people are living. They walk past you to economy class. You then fly, this time to Mauritius, to a 5-star luxury resort on the beach. Not just any 5-star luxury resort. We go for the best 5-star luxury resorts. And we spend 7 days there. All expenses paid trip. Your mini bar is for free and gets restocked every single day. The kids will eat all the sweets and chocolates and the chips in the mini bar. They even come to the guests and ask the other guests if they can have their mini bar sweets and chocolates. That's what happened last time. The kids thought it was Disneyland, right? Stay there for 7 days. We fly back business class, Mercedes-Benz back to your house. And that happens for you every single year for the rest of your life. That will become your normal. That will become your normal. It will become your children's normal. Take a look at our last Rank 9 conference. This is our video. This is not stock video. This is not the hotel's video. This is our experience of Rank 9 last year in December.
When all of your wind has gone and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see.
That's the easy question. The question before is the harder one. Are you willing to work for it?
Yes.
I hope so. That's on offer, rank 9. At rank 11, guess what happens at rank 11? We spend R250,000 and buy Wealth Engineers a brand new car. That's already happened, and another 2 cars are going to be given, not given away, but have been earned in the next couple of months. There's going to be another 2 rank 11s. That's in the space of 2 years in our business. We had rank 11, our business goes up to rank 28. 28. We already mapped out the next 20 to 30 years for Wealth Engineers in this business. That's how far ahead we are looking in this business. So that's what the XP Rewards program looks like. We've got other incentives. So we've got a monthly incentive called our Wealth Quest, that little pink WQ. May is called You're in the Army Now, because we talk about ranks. And we challenge our Wealth Engineers to rank up in the month of May. If you can go from rank 0 to rank 2 in the month of May, there's an extra 10,000 Rand on top of your recurring income waiting for you. For our more experienced Wealth Engineers, we've got a 90-day challenge that we issued to them where they can earn an extra 25,000 Rand on top of their recurring income. All they had to do was introduce 5 new people that got to rank 2 in the space of 90 days, and they would have been paid an extra 25,000 Rand. If you in your own business can find 5 new rank 2s, you'll be earning at least 6,000 Rand a month off the bat, just like that. Go find 5 people that get to rank 2. That's already 6,000 Rand guaranteed. So those are the 2 incentives we're running at the moment. My question to you at the end of this presentation, again, is what is the decision we need to make? Everyone wants. It's easy to want. Work. I like that. Want. Work. Who's willing to do the work? We are here to support you. You are in a business that is designed to collaborate. None of us are in competition with each other. At work, the person you're sitting next to, you're in competition with them. You realize that. In employment, you're in competition with everybody else looking for a job. In this business, we don't have to fight over anything. We're collaborating towards the same thing. We've got rank 9 happening every December. We've got 7 months until then. You can be one of the people. There might be one person sitting in the audience here that gets to rank 9 before the end of the year. But on average, it should take you about 2-3 years to get to rank 9. If you don't like to be average, you can do it sooner. Half those Wealth Engineers on that boat got to rank 9 in 12 months. Right? One person did it in 5 months. So my invitation to you is to join this business called DuePoint and make 2018 a year that stands out from any other year. Who wants to be on Facebook at the end of the year taking photos of themselves and their family on business class on that plane? Put your leg up if you really want it. That is my invitation to you. Guys, if you have any questions, come speak to me. And please, the simple task of speaking to people. This business is not complicated. You don't have to worry about anything else. Everything that I've spoken to today, don't worry about it. The one thing that you need to worry about is whether you're speaking to someone every single day. Everything else will fall into place. If you can find someone to speak to once a day, everything else will fall into place. You will rank up, your recurring income will go up, your channels will get opened up, you'll be on your way. That's all you have to worry about. Can I speak to one person a day? Guys, I wish you the best of luck. Have a wonderful weekend. Come chat to me if you like. We will be starting our teamwork shortly, so make sure that you sign up anyone that you need to sign up quickly, and then come back in by 11:30 and we'll start our teamworks. All right. Thank you.